Yeah, well, see, you went with escape velocity with the pick'em, so them letting you down would be them picking up the victory. But I tell you what, yes, it is a sub that we don't know how much time they've spent playing together, but I'll tell you what, that's when they might be the most dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw it last Invitational when Blake came in for OWAM, I believe is who it was, and they absolutely dominated that game. So with V's coming out here, he could be a huge difference maker, but coming up against this escape velocity team who just, I mean, have taken every team to the limit, hadn't really been challenged yet outside of Origin and the close quals. It's going to be a really tough battle, but so far here in the first 45 seconds, still 0-0. All right, I had to hold my breath for a second. And, I mean, Team Sonus putting on a lot of offensive pressure right now.
Yeah, and again, that's where that surprise factor comes out. But at the same point, yes, escape velocity, they are 1-1. They had to have that rematch against 2-0, and now 3-0, as I believe we've gotten the results in of Origin Gaming. So they play against 14 other teams, and they very easily could be 2-0 at this point as well. Very, very dangerous. I think it's a matter of just game number one, feeling out what competition they're up against, how are they going to play based on what they've seen versus who's in there.
Yeah, and so for RTX, I mean, especially coming up against this roster that they haven't seen a lot, it's going to be a bit of a learning curve, where Team Sonus has plenty of game tape on this EV team. So, hey, what's up, Adder? As Dylan tries to get the shot off there, V's good save, but just a little bit of back and forth. Outside of that one, nothing too threatening from either team as we approach the 3-minute mark here.
Yeah, but we're starting to see escape velocity have a little bit more pressure on offense. Just a matter of getting something on point and making something threatening. So you can play the ball in the corner as much as you want, but unless if you're able to pick up a bump, pick up a demo, or at least get a center during that, most teams are completely comfortable at this level just playing the ball in the corner, rotating on through, picking up some boost, and not really being starved out. Some action needs to be taken.
Yeah, as V's tries to get a shot off, just sends it wide to the corner instead. You're looking for a pass over to Dylan, finds him. Arrow trying to get up for this one, but he's going to be too slow as Camo up quick for that. Nice little pop pass one. Dylan playing midfield exceptionally well there, just waiting for that touch as Arrow, who is apparently washed right now, almost hitting that dirty double. Yor can't get there. And now we're starting to see the offensive pressure kick up here for escape velocity, and this is when they're dangerous.
Yeah, no doubt. You know the chemistry that they had. They've been together for so incredibly long. And not necessarily something that it's going to be flashy all the time, but they're just going to be in the right place every single point. As someone just sneaking on through to Reed the Sloth coming in with a party. What's going on, Raiders? Thank you for joining us here on the IGL channel.
As Arrow looking for the shot there, gets a nice little flip reset, doesn't get enough power on it. V's almost gets Yor to own goal as Dylan's trying to rotate on that one. Another shot for Team Sonus just going wide, having some good opportunities, but just missing them a little bit here. Yor, good 50. This is going to drop right down for him in the waterfall for Yor. Buries it in their net, and escape velocity up 1-0, minute 19 to go.
Yeah, V's just catching that one a little bit too hard on the front of that nose. Wanted to keep it right in front of him instead. You're instantly taking advantage of it, getting a friendly bounce on that waterfall. Absolutely no doubt he believed that was going to be misread on the back wall, staying true. And I gotta say, I'm a little surprised it's only 1-0. Team Sonus playing incredibly well, but it is an EV lead at this point. Going to be a tough final 60 seconds for Team Sonus to get anything on the board.
Yeah, as Arrow wanted that quick, hard shot. V's takes one. Oh, and he misses it just wide yet again. Team Sonus with the third squandered opportunity there. And, I mean, yes, EV's getting a little bit of love off the post. Nice double demo from Arrow there. Dylan tries to find Yor, can't get it to him as V starts to counterattack. Final 30 seconds to go, still down one is Team Sonus. Escape velocity trying to get a little bit more pressure going here. Yor gets a good 50. This one's going to bounce towards net. Camo, nice little catch, gets the flick past one. Dylan gets a huge dunk along sidewall. Pato's not going to be there, leaves it for V's. V's looking for the pass out mid. Arrow gets 50. Pato's there, takes the shot. Dylan, huge touch, but Camo. Oh, Camo was in good position to take a shot. Couldn't find it to get on target. As gets cleared back downfield, and escape velocity gonna take game one here narrowly 1-0.
Yeah, that was very, very close, and you know, especially for the side of Team Sonus, you gotta feel like if you're on their team that this one kind of got robbed from you. They had multiple shots that just went off the post and snuck on out, hitting the crossbar down and out, having a shot opportunity, just not quite able to get there. And you know, how much of that is game one nerves? How much of that is playing with someone that you're not necessarily comfortable with? You know, we have no idea how much time Camo and Pato have been able to play with V's compared to Blake, who is not in here tonight. So game two, game three, very, very easily, we could see a completely different scoreline.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously they're comfortable with V's in here. They didn't seem to really miss a beat too much. They had one bad rotate off of a misread along back wall that led to the escape velocity goal. But like you said, the big thing for Team Sonus was shooting accuracy, right? They had 8 shots, only 4 had to be saved. And so those other 4, they hit post and out. Just barely missing. Casper not showing them any love. He's been super mean tonight, by the way.
I know. We need to change the Casper the Unfriendly post, just absolutely denying shot after shot after shot. But at least he does put in 300 seconds back on the clock for game number 2. And you got to believe that Team Sonus is going to come out firing. And it's not necessarily backs against the wall, last resort kind of thing, but you got to come out firing. You cannot play tentative.
Right, and I don't think that they will. They weren't tentative at all in that last game. As almost a beautiful own goal. Pato open net. He must be getting coaching lessons from Cookies as he sends that one wide. And another squandered opportunity here early for Team Sonus as the own goal almost ends up in an open net, but Pato can't finish it.
So incredibly close, and that's been the telltale. Team Sonus, they've been right there, just haven't been able to finish, and this stems back even back to the Spring Invitational. Just weren't quite able to finish off. Last week, Game 5, 11 seconds against Wet, just couldn't finish it off. Now, having those opportunities, having those shots, open net, just having. At some point, they gotta get over that hump. They are showing such signs of brilliance in life, and it's just so demoralizing to not see it come to fruition.
Yeah, as Camo, nice little cut there, keeps this in EV's territory. Arrow just throwing it downfield, trying to get some type of offensive pressure. They have been on their heels so far through this first minute 15, as Dylan's gonna miss that touch, able to recover, gets it over the top of Pato. Camo gets pushed up a little too far. V's trying to slow play that one, gives a huge 50. He's trying to race Yor to it. Yor, good beat. Ball's going to be free. Pato picks that up. One-on-one here for Pato, but he dribbles it right into Dylan. Needed to push that towards net as Arrow's trying to clear this one away. V's is going to be there looking for the double off the corner. Gets it out to Pato, but Yor just that much quicker, able to send this one back downfield. And a minute 45 gone here already, Seeger, and we're not seeing a lot out of Escape Velocity's offense, but their defense coming to play in game 2.
At the same point, we are 7 minutes into this series and still only 1 goal. If you count how close Team Sonus has been, you can count each of them like a quarter. We might be up to like 10 goals at this point, but still, zeros on the board, doing just enough. And it doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be a blowout. It's just a matter of what's on the scoreboard at the end of the game and who wins these games. But finally, V's is able to slot one through.
Yeah, nice little touch there from Pato. And I mean, Escape Velocity just getting caught a little off guard there. V's playing a very aggressive second man. If he gets beat, That might be a goal going back the other way as Camo was up in the box. Yor just needed to get a 50 there. And Team Sonus living and dying off of the offensive aggression so far, as we're now halfway through game number 2 here. But I mean, what, almost 8 minutes played and only 2 goals scored compared to what we saw last game where we had 6 in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, definitely a different style of teams out there. It just shows that there are more than one way, or there is more than one way to be able to play the game. And how about we add a little bit of physicality into the mix? This is going to be Pato getting the goal. Camo does get the assist, rightfully so, because that was a huge clear out to open up the net.
Yeah, Camo just bullying Arrow in the corner there, pushing him up into the sidewall. Pato had all the time in the world to walk that one in. As Yor in a one-on-one opportunity here. Nice shot from Yor. What a flick, fighting through the bumps, and Yor says, it's fine. It's fine. I'll do it on my own. Don't even worry about it.
That was incredible. The power to get through that and the flick, not having a care in the world, and says, I will up your bump and still score in your face.
Oh, Dylan, nice fake, but couldn't get the second touch. Pato wanted to put that one on target, just threw it a little wide. Yor can't clear it out. Oh, no, he does. He gets it over the top of Camo, looking for his teammate out mid, but was slow to rotate. Arrow can't get there. Camo's up, gets a good 50, but we're just getting into this back and forth midfield play as Team Sonus seems to be content with that 1-goal lead of falling back, just clearing it down and getting challenges without giving Escape Velocity any offensive pressure.
Yeah, and the real difference that I'm seeing between these two teams compared to the last match that we had is you're seeing a ton of space being given on both sides, but they are just so confident in reading what's going to happen, get back on defense, get up for the challenge. You know, really it's not who can get to the ball fastest, because they're just letting each player, each team take the ball across mid and up one. Team Sonus completely fine with these high-flying balls. They are wasting 3 to 5 seconds just to make it across the pitch, and nobody doing anything with them.
Yeah, and I think the big thing with these teams is it's throwing each other off, right? They're used to being immediately challenged, so their touches are a little softer than they normally would be. But it's giving a lot of space as Arrow wanted to force that 50 through Yor. Huge read there. Great play from Escape Velocity to tie this at 2. And Arrow doing everything he can to force Pato into a terrible touch so Yor can clean it up. And we are now tied at 2s with 31 seconds to go, Seeger.
Yeah, I was saying, as soon as you knew that is danger. Arrow having the space and the time, getting the clean first pop in front of the net, setting up for that flip reset is just absolute danger. It was going to be one of two things. It was either going to be an insane save coming out of Team Sonus, or it was going to be a crazy, beautiful, mechanical goal from Arrow. Ended up just it being a 50, but it's a definite danger spot. You see another 50 right in front of the net, but Team Sonus hanging on. Looks like we're going to be playing for overtime.
Yeah, and a good opportunity late. V's just hits that one a little too far. Didn't give a chance for his teammate to get there, but Camo wanted to find the angle. Not going to be there. Wants a 50 through. Yor, good job getting that to side while Dylan picks this one up. 2-on-1 for a second. Trying to get the pass down to Arrow, but V's good at read. He bumps Arrow off. Ball's going to be floating near midfield. Yor's up for it. Goes for the shot. Him and Arrow both going to miss. Camo bangs this one on target. Dylan, good cut. Gonna be 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Camo trying to rotate. V's just gets enough of that one. Pato wanted the read, couldn't find it. Yor awkward touch back into his own corner. Arrow centers that one. And Camo clears that one to the corner. Just needed to drop it. And that was a Team Sonus goal.
Yeah, having the opportunity though, and that's the biggest step. Number one, giving yourself that chance just didn't work out that time, and you gotta believe for Team Sonus, you keep giving yourselves the opportunities. Eventually, it will go in as Arrow just couldn't stretch out and get to that one, but keeping the offensive pressure going will wrap back around and like Robin Hood, finding the bullseye and putting Escape Velocity on series point.
Those waterfall reads for Team Sonus have killed them 2 games in a row. That is exactly how game 1 was decided. Almost a similar situation there. Last one back just couldn't get the read and escape velocity in perfect position to put it in. But for Team Sonus, that is a squandered game there. They were up 2-0, had plenty of time, and it felt like they just started to turtle back a little bit. And it pushed everything in escape velocity's favor. They got a little confidence. They were getting a little bit more space than they had before. And they were just able to put it to Sonus. And you could tell when that second goal went in, Sonus's confidence got broken a little bit there, and escape velocity just kept pushing on it.
Yeah, and you see the flip. You know, the first 2.5 minutes, you're absolutely correct. Team Sonus, they had all the pressure, they had all the shots. Yeah, a couple of them were denied, and yes, they still need to work on that accuracy and make sure that those shots are on point. But they were still applying the pressure. They weren't giving the opportunities to escape velocity to be able to take those shots. And once EV started pushing out, you could start to feel the balance shifting in their favor. And once one goal went in, it's starting to feel, we don't have that security goal anymore. And once two, and I feel like that's a huge downfall of Team Sonus, is they start to feel that pressure and they start to feel like they need to turtle up rather than just play with it. For 4+ minutes, you were up in that game. Continue to play that way rather than try and change your style in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, and so this start is going to be huge for Sonus. I think if they can get a goal, get that momentum back on their side, then they're going to be able to kind of build on that and take it away. But escape velocity playing with a newfound pressure and aggression so far, as Dylan's going to clear this one down. Pato's going to be in an awkward position, can't get the clear, comes off ceiling. Yours going to be there, tries for the weird angle as he's caught off just a little bit, but not able to come away with a clean shot there. But the team plays coming out. Yor drops his back to Arrow. Arrow wanted it off back wall, not going to have it, but Dylan gets a great center. Yor trying to get there, but just too far behind. Nothing they can do for that one. And 50 seconds in here, still 0-0, and neither team getting a great scoring opportunity.
I love how nervous you get anytime you say anything about a scoring opportunity or a goal itself. But yeah, everything's just looking sloppy at this point. The controlled play that we've seen from both teams in games 1 and 2 just gone to the wayside, and all of a sudden, we're gonna play at Mach 11 and see what happens. And we're seeing some double commits, we're seeing some demos. Really not seeing anything go in front of the net. It's just let's chase around, let's just drive for the next 5 minutes, play a little bit of Trackmania, and if the ball goes in front of the net, we'll kind of dive at it. But still, even that didn't seem too terribly threatening.
Yeah, as V's up for this one, he's looking for the double, coming off the ceiling, almost gets the dunk. Arrow, good save. Pato takes the shot, trying to hit that upper right 90, can't find it. V's gets a good cut. This is gonna fall right in the box. Dylan's there to clear it away, comes off the ceiling, and Pato able to fight through the smoke of the demo there to get it back into the corner. V's trying to get a shot, and right now for Team Sonus, they're just getting touches, trying to work some midfield passes, but escape velocity doing a great job of shutting them down every step of the way.
Yeah, just calmly taking it in that ground game. They're not even this. Oh my goodness, how about a Team Tunk? That might just put a little wrinkle in their plans as the shot does come out from Pato, but even a Team Dunk in your own half is nothing to rattle this escape velocity squad, and 150 in front of Team Sonus might have been the difference, and nobody there to finish it off.
Yeah, as Yours looking for the pass out mid, he's just gonna miss that one, but Pato's gonna be awkward. Arrow almost gets the dirtiest of angles. 3-on-1 for a second here. V's can push it quick. Yor, huge ego challenge. Pato wants it out front. V's goes for another shot. He's gonna send this one a little high. Dylan takes this off back wall, trying to get it out of his own half. He has no boost. V's is gonna be there. Bumps him off, but Dylan doing a great job of killing a ton of time and keeping Team Sonus off of possession there.
And again, just like game number 1, just like we saw Team Sonus against Wet in game number 5 last week, They will play these 0-0 games. They're comfortable in doing it. It's just a matter of finishing them off. You got to give yourself that one chance, and typically it's gone the other way and right on cue. Yes, you played tight against a squad, a 1-1, which very easily could have been 2-0 squad for 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and one missed touch, goal.
Yeah, and one miss rotation along back wall. Pato pushing up on that one, and V's just not there where he needed to be in escape velocity. With the final 90 seconds to play here, up one, and you have to wonder what the psyche's like for Team Sonus right now, as this feels just like last week when Wet was able to take the win away from him. As Pato pushes this in the corner, trying to get another touch. Yours going to be there, drops it down for Arrow. Arrow, nice controlled first touch, going for the ground to air dribble. V's. Good job cutting that off. Pato just trying to dump this back into escape velocity territory. You're turtling just a little bit, and Dylan clears that out to Arrow, and escape velocity does such a good job of killing time. Their slow, methodical passes just drain the clock, and Team Sonus getting very, very few opportunities down the stretch here.
And it never ceases to amaze me with the escape velocity squad that they're able to find those passes. The ball just stays up for so long that somebody has to be going for the touch, but they're always the first one to it, and it is so impressive. And the reason why they are 100% comfortable in these 0-0, these 1-0 games as well. And you're looking primed to take a second 1-0 victory, to take the clean 3-0 sweep. Just another 15 seconds to kill.
Yeah, this one's going to be in the corner. V's has this, wants to get it underneath Arrow, gets it past him, looking for the pinch out mid, finds it, but no one from Sonus is there. The time they need to be aggressive, and both players rotate back. V's keeps this one alive, but yours just going to let it drop. And Team Sonus, if they go back and watch this series, it is a tale of missed opportunities all over the place.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And again, this Team Sonus squad, they are right there. Time and time and time and time again, they are right there. It's just a matter of getting over that hump. But on the other side, escape velocity is like, yeah, we're right here too. We just know how to finish things off. And that's the difference we're seeing between these two teams. It wasn't mechanical outplays. It wasn't a massive demo that just opened up the net and gave a free goal. It wasn't anything that escape velocity did so drastically different, except they find a way to finish.
Yeah, I mean, the first two games were decided off of a waterfall that they weren't able to read along the back wall. And, you know, they were in the right place at the right time. And even there in game 3, Team Sonus had opportunities down the stretch, and even there in the final 10 seconds. But when they needed to be aggressive, they weren't. They played super far back. Second man couldn't get there to get the shot off, and escape velocity come away with a win here. And yeah, it's a sweep for escape velocity, but it doesn't feel like it was it wasn't a sweep in the traditional sense of how it feels when a team gets swept and dominated all the way through.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like we are going to get Dylan here in the booth for an interview in just a second. But yeah, it's not that this team frustrates me by any stretch of the imagination, especially compared to Origin 2, but they just find a way time and time and time and time and time and time again, and they just win, and they just win, and they just win. And then we get to speak to Dylan. So what is going on, Dylan? Getting the 3-0 sweep over Team Sonus. Congratulations on that. And you know, talk to me a little bit. Two of them were 1-0 victories, but you guys look completely calm and comfortable in that the entire time.
Yeah, hey everybody. We were playing our own game. We kind of changed a little bit up because we've been trying to change things in scrims. We've been struggling, so kind of just switched up our roles and our play styles, and that's why we look so comfortable.
Yeah, you definitely could have fooled us with struggling in scrims, because you guys looked like your rotations and everything were pretty on point. Now, how do you guys feel playing in these super low scoring close games? Because I remember back when we saw you the last time you were in the Invitational, felt like you were one of the offensive powerhouses. Like, you either shot the lights out or you couldn't win those close games. So what's really changed for you to be able to change that overall mentality here?
I think we just stay collected. You know, some goals happen and you can't really do anything about them. So we kind of just like go next, try to keep our head straight and keep playing.
Yeah, no doubt. And that go next mentality, you know, we're looking at your guys' schedule and thrown up against the gauntlet week number 1, having that rematch against Origin Gaming. You play 14 of the other squads and you're probably 2-0. So now 2-1, you're just playing on and playing on. Is there any sort of film of, hey, this is who we're going to play next and we're going to go into it? Or is it more of an internal, here's what we need to fix to go into that next match?
Yeah, I think like the whole scrim thing, we try to fix our gameplay up with that the most. Origin was a very difficult team for us. We didn't know how to counter them or play. We don't really look at other teams' films that much. If we do, it has to be like a really big game for us, like a grand finals or, you know, playoffs.
Right.
But yeah, so we just kind of change things up after scrims. We think about what worked, what didn't work, and just stuff like that.
Now, last time we saw you guys in the Invitational, I think you got second rounded, and coming into this Invitational, making it through qualifiers, how are you guys feeling? The level of competition is compared to last time, and your chances to have a very good, very deep run, as a lot of us are picking you as a top 4 team.
Yeah, I think we enjoy it a lot. The competition is fierce, and we kind of thrive in that, I would say. So it's very nice.
Absolutely playing in the competition. Well, hey, again, congratulations on the victory, moving to 2-1 and still having new horizons. We did pick up their first victory right before you guys. So looking forward to seeing you play them on Thursday. But for now, appreciate your time here in the booth. Again, congratulations. Before you head out, though, the floor is yours. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Probably just like my teammates. Everyone's awesome. Glad we could play together. It's really cool. Yep.
Awesome. Hey, again, thank you for your time. Head on out, enjoy it. Congratulations to you and the rest of the Escape Velocity squad.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Again, that was Dylan on the victorious Escape Velocity squad, taking down Team Sonus in a clean 3-0 sweep. As that one's go through, Tank, do we have any other updates for the matches happening around the rest of this Invitational?
All right, so we touched on it a little bit. Origin Gaming beat Eclipse 3-2 in a really close series there. RBG Claw took down Radiance 3-0, and from what I'm seeing in chat, it hasn't been confirmed on Liquipedia yet, but it looks like Trash took down Circuitry Gaming. So CG with the T, the better of the CGs in that battle tonight.
Yeah, and I was refreshing as you were saying that, and it has been updated on the Liquipedia, so that information is correct. I'm just waiting. No, that do we have any Fnatic Bug matches? That Wet and Aspire.
Wet Aspire is the other one. And so far 4 picks tonight with Former in here from Aspire. He is rounding up the pack at 3-2 currently. Seeger, you are sitting at 4-1. And your boy's at 5-0.
This is why we can't have nice sex. Oh, shoot. I'll tell you what, it's some great games going around it. We still have more games here to come. We still have one more match to end the night. That is going to be a 1-1 Team Ignis versus a 1-1 Best Buds United. I'll tell you what, it is going to be a fantastic match. You do not want to miss that. We got a long break here. It's going to happen at the top of the hour at 10 Eastern. So go head on out, grab some more drinks, grab some more foods. We're going to do the same here on our side. And when we come back, powered by League OS, more Summer 2022 Indy Gaming League Invitational to come.